Okay, so today I'm gonna try to make some modern wall sconces that I'm actually gonna hang on my fence. And I'm gonna try and make this as cheaply as I can, still look really nice. Okay, in this part of the video I'm gonna just give you a little bit of an explanation on how I made the connection between this larger pipe that I had right here, and there's probably 100 different ways to do what I'll call a coping or a saddle or a connection between the two dissimilar sizes of pipe. But for this, it's the way I'm going to do it's simple enough that I think just about anybody could do it. And if you're going to make multiple of these, what you would do is, after you make this piece that goes on here, you would make a template with a piece of paper drawing around on the inside, cut it out, and then set it on the next piece and cut it out. I want to make this so just anybody can do it. They don't need a bunch of fancy tools, so I'll try not to talk too much and try to show you. Okay, I'm just gonna cut that out. Okay, so I hope nobody gets sick from the angle, but I'm gonna basically use this end of my belt sander to just make this a little more better fit. I guess that's the word for it. Alright, so after you get this scoped out to match, you can set it on there, and what you want to do is make sure that it sits on there without a gap like that or like that, because when you glue it, all it's going to have really to keep it straight is the surface tension. So what we're going to do, I'm going to glue this on just like this. I'm going to find the center of this pipe and the center here, and I will glue this on. I'll find the center here, and I'll glue that on just like that. And then the next step would be to drill a hole in there with a lamp holder. Okay, so I've figured out how I'm going to attach one piece to the side. I think one is going to be enough. This looks pretty strong. And I'll show you how I actually cut this, coped it so that it fits on there. And at this point, I just used some epoxy that I bought from Walmart. It's a plastic bonder by JB Weld. There's probably better products out there for this, but I'm trying it out. So at this point, there's no hole in there. It's just basically a peg on there, and what I'll do is I will cut a hole through that with a hole saw or drill bit or something, so I can run my wires in there. And as soon as the other parts come in, I'll start mounting those. Okay, so once I smeared all that epoxy on there, it's kind of looking rough. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna do the whole thing just in video, but just so you can see what I'm gonna do. Okay, for the most part, you can see basically I just sanded it down, made a nice little smooth edge there, so that. And now I'm gonna drill a hole in here. I'm gonna use this 7/8 spade bit, which is the size I need, because I'm gonna put this inside. Now, this is only $2.17. So, this is about $1 because 20 foot of this is, actually I think 10 foot of this is $10. This I think is $6 for 10 foot. So there's $1, let's say $1, we'll even call that $2, and this is $2. So now we're, total investment is $4 here, and then we have to buy a bulb, which we have to do anyway. So then we're going to have a cap on here, and that cap is 47 cents or 44 cents. So it's going to be less than $5, looks like. And I think it's going to look really cool. I'll show it painted. I've got this piece of, this is plastic, PVC, it's PVC plywood or whatever you want to call it. But if I didn't have this, I was going to use a, I was going to buy a deck board, which they use on decks, that's made out of that plastic, and make one out of that, because it's about the same width. And I just cut this up off of a piece of scrap that I had laying around. But I would buy a deck board, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the router around this, make the edge nice and pretty, and then we're going to put it on here like that. So there you have it. Now, I'm going to cut a groove in this block like this, but it's going to have the ability to recess in there, so I have some more gluing surface. And to do that, and you don't have to do that, I'm just choosing to do that. I think it would be plenty strong if this was glued on there just like this. I mean, it's going to become super strong. Okay, that's good. So that means that will fit on there. Not a problem. And like I said, this step is not necessary, but I happen to have the tools to do it, but if you don't worry about it. Also have to purchase a bag of these extra nuts, because these only come with one on them, and that was 20 of them for like $2. So okay, I'm gonna round this edge over. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the cap that is on the top. This is the paint that I chose, mainly because it says wood, metal, plastic, masonry, and it doesn't require any priming. It's supposed to look kind of, says hammered. Okay, I got some of the lights up. I don't know how good this is going to look with the camera on my phone. But these are just the 5-watt bulbs.